Hi Cam, how's it going?
Good.
Good. Today's a very exciting day. Today we're gonna bring in together what I've learned from your history and your x-rays and all that. Tell you what I found, how I can help, about how long it's gonna take until you start feeling better, and then if there's any cost to you. Does that sound good?
Sounds great.
Awesome. So just wanna kind of verify what's going on with your problem. So you're having pain in that low back area right here?
Yeah.
Okay, and it's been going on for about 3 years?
Yeah.
Okay, and it's about every week, couple days a week, about 2 hours a day, is that
About,
right?
yeah.
Okay, 5 out of 10 pain, is that still accurate?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, and it feels better when you lie down on your back, knees bent. It feels worse when you're standing and sitting for an extended period of time, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you remember when you were lying on your stomach and I was pressing on your spine? Yeah. Kind of the last visit. Okay, so what I was looking for are subluxations.
Okay.
So I'm going to explain a little bit to you what a subluxation is.
Sounds good.
So this is a model of your spine. These white blocks right here, that's your vertebra.
Okay.
And then you have a disc in the middle right here, and that absorbs a lot of the impact that you get from like walking or running or jumping or anything like that. And then these yellow things are your nerves. So nerves what take the signal from your periphery, bring it up to your brain, and then it goes back out. Okay? So what a subluxation is the fixation of one of these joints. So the vertebra is not moving correctly. So that can put pressure on these nerves right here, which means that there's an altered signal up to the brain and back. So this could mean that you're getting digestion issues, kind of like how you have problems digesting, gluten or dairy or something like that. It could also mean that your coordination's a little off, or your response to something's a little off. So reaching for that ball in time or something like that. And then lastly, it will be pain. So that's normally our last symptom that we get. That's because the body's like, there's something wrong here, you need to look at this area.
Okay.
So that's kind of what you're experiencing with your low back. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, perfect. So we're going to look at your x-ray and kind of tie it all in together, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
So this is your x-ray right here. As you can see, these guys right here, that's your vertebrae. So that's your white blocks, okay? And then this is your disc space. So that's where the disc, this guy, likes to live.
Yeah.
So do you see these nice, even blocks, right? So they all look the same, which is great. There's not a ton of white around the edges and all of that. Do you notice that?
Yeah, they're all pretty even.
Yeah, which is awesome. That's what we want to see. And then the space in between, it looks pretty symmetrical until you get to that. What's different about that one and that one?
It's almost like it's like squished or something.
Yeah. So this is your L5S1 disc.
Okay.
It's actually decreased in height. This can be problematic because that can mean that the rest of your discs and your bones have to now absorb the impact that guy would be absorbing. So this can be causing your low back pain.
Okay.
We'll compare that to a normal one. So this is a normal lumbar x-ray.
Okay.
You can notice, again, like yours, they have the nice rectangular blocks of the vertebra. And then that disc space, you see how symmetrical it is with all of them?
Yeah, it's pretty even.
Yeah, so you can notice the difference between that one and this one,
Yeah,
right?
that one's much bigger than that.
Yeah, so we're a little concerned about that. So then also, do you remember when you were on your stomach and I was palpating your back and I was touching on your muscles that were right along the spine?
Oh yeah, that was painful.
Yeah, so these are your paraspinal. So there's muscles that go right along the spine.
Okay.
So these guys on you are super tender. So this could be due to they're trying to support your spine and keep it in proper alignment, keep you upright, because of that one disc that's not doing its job properly.
Okay.
So that could be leading to your pain.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally.
Perfect. So what we're going to do about this. So as a chiropractor, I adjust your spine to make sure everything's moving correctly. So I'm restoring that motion to the joint.
Okay.
So unfortunately, I cannot regain that disc height. It's always going to be lost. But I can make sure that the rest of these discs stay healthy by adjusting the rest of the lumbar spine and your pelvis. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Perfect. So with that, with your treatment, I will adjust you, and then we'll do some work on those paraspinal muscles that go right along the side of your back.
Okay.
So we'll do that. It's with a percussive instrument, so it's a nice little massage. It should help relax. Your treatment also, we're acting as a team for your treatment.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you to do a couple things for both of us in order to get you to the results that you want in a timely fashion.
Okay.
So does that kind of make sense to you?
Yeah, it's a group effort.
Yeah. So one of the things I'm going to ask you to do is a couple of stretches.
Okay.
So we want to keep this disc space good and keep the stress off the spine as much as possible.
Okay.
So what I'm going to have you be doing is stretching your quads, which is this muscle right here, your IT band, which is this muscle right here, and then your hamstring.
Okay.
So I'll show you those after we're done in this room. Make sure you're doing them properly. But you will be doing those every day at home. Do you think you can do that?
Oh, definitely.
Perfect. Another thing that I would like you to do is, I know you're a student, you're sitting a lot, but we do want you to stand a little bit more. So standing puts the stress off of that low back. So we want to keep that stress off that low back as much as possible.
Okay.
So when possible, stand, and that should help a lot.
Okay, sounds good.
The third thing that I would like you to do is increase your water intake. So your discs are made of a lot of water.
Okay.
And so right now you're at about 5 glasses of water a day. I want to get that up to about 8 glasses of water a day. So about 64 ounces of water.
Okay.
So by increasing your fluids, you're maintaining that healthy disc that you have right now.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally.
Perfect. Yeah, so then to be expected for treatment, you have had this condition for about 3 years now, so it will take a little bit longer to get you back to where you want to be.
Okay.
I would like to see you every 2 days a week for about 8 weeks.
Okay.
I think that would be great for adjusting, and then also that paraspinal work. That will also help us get to your goals for care. So as we previously talked about, you do want to get out of pain. You want to be able to stand and sit for a prolonged time frame.
Yeah.
So we should work on that. We're also going to get more range of motion. So those stretches will definitely help you get more range of motion and take that stress off of that spine as well.
Okay.
And then the last thing is just general wellness. So by adjusting, we're impacting your nervous system and how the brain talks to the body. So that will be really awesome to work on that general wellness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that is it for all I have for you. Do you have any questions?
No, that's everything. I think I'm good.
Awesome. Well, let's get out into the room and I'll show you those exercises, okay?
Sounds great. Thank
All
you.
right.